Morning, everybody. I'm going to do a day of eating today. Trying to be a little bit quiet. It's like 5:30 in the morning here, so it's early. Um, but I thought I'd kind of walk through my day a little bit. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to start off. I start off every morning. As you hear, coffee machine. So that's how I start my day. I'm going to walk through that. This is just a bulletproof coffee that I make. If you're interested, I did a video about making a bulletproof coffee. Go back and check that out. I put in a little bit of truvia, a little bit of collagen. Hopefully everybody slept good last night. We're supposed to get some heavy rain here today, so we'll see what kind of a day it becomes. So again, the other thing that goes in this coffee is I put coconut cream in it, put some MTC oil in it, a little bit of ghee in it, collagen peptides, and some trivia. So that's what's going in it. It's that simple. I use a little frother thing to mix it all up with. Here's my coffee. take the coffee and go set it down here on the table. And then I'm going to work on my breakfast. I like to do simple and fast, so I'm actually going to go in here and so I'm going to have some Carolina Crunch. Measure this out. I don't just dump it in a bowl. Serving size is a half a cup. Unsweet almond milk. That's how I start my day off. Generally, I don't always eat cereal, but try to mix it up so different days for different things. But so I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat this, and then when I get done eating this, I'll start preparing my lunch for today. I'm not so sure about filming at work, but we'll figure it out. If not, you'll at least see what I made for lunch, and you'll know what I'm eating for lunch. All right? And I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, guys, I'm done with my breakfast. So again, the Carolina Crunch with the almond milk and the coffee. I still have a little bit of coffee left, so I'm still drinking that. So that's a total of 3 carbs for the Carolina Crunch and 1 carb for the coffee. So I'm up to 4 carbs for the day. Now I will tell you that I do put all this stuff into Carb Manager. So if you're really interested in doing something like that, let me know, and maybe comment below, and we can actually do a little tutorial about Carb Manager and how to use it. So let me know if you think that might be something interesting to you. So if you're interested in seeing more of this stuff, subscribe. I will tell you again, this is early in the morning. It's not quite 6 o'clock and in the morning, so everybody else is still sleeping in the house. So this is really raw and unplanned. So, but I wanted to see a day of eating. This is my day of eating. So I'm gonna make a salad to bring with me to work. So I'm not a big lettuce person, so I'm gonna use spinach. So, I guess it goes that way. Organic baby spinach. And I know it's roughly about 2 cups that this container will hold. I forgot my knife. Then I'm gonna put an avocado in it. All right. So I take an avocado. Just gonna scoop out all the fillings and put it into the salad. Get my good healthy fats for the day. There's one here. The other here. Scoop this out. Alright, then after I do that, I'm going to put a little Feta cheese on there. And then for my protein I'm going to put on there, actually I'm going to put, I opened a can of tuna. This is a light chunk tuna, so I'm going to put that in there. That's going to be my protein. And the only other thing is, so that's my salad that I'm going to have. I will on that side, I'm going to put some of this Primal Kitchen lemon turmeric sauce. It's made in avocado oil, so I'm not going to put any ingredients or anything like that, but you get the idea. And then when I go eat it at lunchtime, I'll spread this on it. So that's my breakfast. That's my breakfast. Too early in the morning. This is my lunch. So that's all there is to it. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to film at work when I get to work or not. But we'll take that chance and see what happens. If not, at least you know what I had, and then we'll catch up after work and we can talk a little bit about the day. I generally don't bring snacks with me or anything else to work. If I do, it'll be some granola or maybe some cheese sticks or something like that. But I don't bring a lot of snacks with me. So that way there I don't have to worry about snacking on all that stuff. So, all right, so let me go, and I got to get ready for work, and we'll see you later in the day. All right, hope you have a great morning. Hi everybody, it's dinner time. I'm home, I'm back. I did my quick little workout, and now it's time to get my dinner ready and get that all situated. I do have a treat tonight because of the fact that a couple weeks ago we cooked some steak on our little Ninja foodie grill that we have, indoor grill, and we really like it. So I have that, and we cooked some steak. So we actually cooked some extra steaks, and we actually froze them. I pulled them out yesterday, so they're all cooked. So I just had to heat them up today. So basically, what I'm going to have for dinner tonight is some steak and some broccoli. I'll show you that, and also talk a little bit about. I will post on the bottom here all the food that I've eaten today and the net carbs. Again, I track net carbs. I know other people that track total carbs. I'm not sure there's really that much of a difference, at least in my opinion. There's just a little different philosophy in how you do it. We'll also go through once I'm done eating. We'll go through what we did for the day and how we ended up today for our eating for today. This is pretty typical for me. So like I said, this was probably, the steak is a lot more than I would normally eat. I would probably eat half of this normally, but I have available, so I'm going to eat it. So if you like the format, please subscribe, right? I keep saying it. I'd like to continue to grow. If you like the video and you think that some of your friends should see it too, send it, share it on Facebook or LinkedIn or wherever, and get them to come on over and look at it. Again, eating like this has been very, very successful in my weight loss journey, as well as in giving me much, much better health overall in my body. So this is kind of what it looks like, right? So I'm going to hold it up here and you can see it. So I'm going to have some broccoli. So this is frozen broccoli. So from our local grocery store, from Bird's Eye, right? Actually, I guess it's, Bird's Eye. Some steak. It's a ribeye steak with the bone in it. It's about 12 ounces or so, and then the broccoli. So that's my dinner, and that will be the last meal of the day. After I total up my carbs. Now I do take all my carbs, and I put all my carbs into the Carb Manager. And I'll show you some of that as well when we come back after we eat. And then we can kind of talk about how we summed up the day and how everything went. All right? Hey everybody, I'm done eating. So it was so good. I tell you, my wife puts a seasoning on there. It's a little salt and some pepper, and she puts a couple other spices in with it. It seasoned that steak right up. It's just a dry rub, no sugar or anything else in it. So excellent. So I tell you, she's amazing. So I do want to go through. So just to kind of go through where I've been today. So I'm going to let you know, kind of refresher or going through the day. This has kind of been a really weird video because I've kind of piecemealed it, and getting up at 5:30 in the morning to, like I normally do, to get ready for work and stuff, and trying to tape this. I don't know how well it's going to come up. Ooh, excuse me. Not exactly sure how well it's going to come out, but we'll try it, see what happens. And if you think it's good, subscribe. I have some other things planned coming up. I know we were talking this weekend about a chicken crusted pizza, perfect for the Super Bowl coming up. Making a little pizza and having a pizza while you're watching the Super Bowl. So perfect choice to make. Other things that we're talking about doing, we actually have some more steak, believe it or not. My wife was talking about doing another steak on the grill, so maybe we'll do that this weekend. I don't know. We also have an ice cream review that we're thinking about doing. We've been going out and getting all the different keto ice creams or low carb ice creams out there in the market. We're going to sit down here one day, probably this weekend. Hopefully have a special guest, so there's going to be 2 of us here doing this. And then we're going to actually taste test the ice creams, and we'll see how they taste and how they fare. I know I've eaten a few, some are good, some are but it'd be nice to get somebody else's opinion and go through that. So hopefully you'll subscribe so that you can see all that stuff as they come up. So here we went through the day. So I started off my day in the morning at 5:30 this morning, and I had a bulletproof coffee. If you think the bulletproof coffee and you'd like to see more about that, because I made a video about how to make that, so it's collagen and some MTC oil and ghee, and so check that out if you're interested in the bulletproof coffee. I'll tell you, the bulletproof coffee all by itself could be a meal because it's so filling. So you don't think so, but between the collagen and the other things that are in it, it's very, very filling. So you could eat that and not have anything else. But I had a half a cup of Carolina Crunch, which is about 3 net carbs. I had about 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened almond milk, which was 0 carbs. I had 2 cups of coffee at work, so in the morning, usually when I get in my office, I usually get I have a couple cups of coffees. Of course, with that, I have some heavy cream that I bring to work with me. So I had 4 teaspoons of heavy cream, which is a 1 net carb. Then I had 2 truvia packets for the sugar substitutes. So for breakfast, I had a total of 5 net carbs for breakfast. And then for lunch, if you remember, I couldn't tape at work. They have a strict policy about no cameras or video recording at work, right? So I had 2 cups of raw baby spinach, which is 1 net carb. I had 1 Haas avocado, which was 3 net carbs. I had about a 1/4 cup of the Feta cheese, which was 1 net carb. Then I had 2 tablespoons of the Primal kitchen salad dressing, which was about 2 net carbs. So that was a total of 7 net carbs. Interestingly enough, when I put it into my Carb Manager, because I track every day, and when I put it into Carb Manager, it said I only had 6 carbs. So apparently some of these, it rounds it up when you look at it in the system, but it's like 1.6 or whatever, so it rounds it up to the next highest number. So that they said I only had 6 carbs. Now I just ate my dinner. I had this 12-inch ribeye steak here. The nice thing about steak, right? 0 carbs, right? So can you eat unlimited? Probably not. I don't think you could. I don't know. I can't. This is very filling for me. I'm stuffed right now. So and then I ate about a 1/3 of a cup of frozen broccoli, which was 2 net carbs. So that meant my dinner was a total of 2 net carbs. So my whole day, I ate 13 net carbs. But if you add them up on this sheet, and if you're interested, I'll put the sheet in the bottom of. So I just tracked all my things. So you see. So I'll put this in the description so you can kind of compare it and see what you think. Also, Net Carbs, Carb Manager also tells you kind of your goals. So my macro targets were, I'm supposed to say 19 net carbs or less. So that's my target. Today, actually, this was 13 net carbs what I had. I'm supposed to do 127 grams of fat. I actually hit 158 grams of fat. So I went over my fat, which is okay. You would think that normally if you're dieting, you say, "Oh God, you went over your fat. Oh geez," But in this case, that you're going over your fat, you're using your fat for energy in keto, and that you're not using the carbs for current keto. You're burning the fat. So it's actually you got to burn this off. So and then my goal for protein was 102 grams is my goal, and I hit 105 grams of protein. So that was my day of eating right there. So I will tell you, so seeing how I have some extra carbs left over for the day, that I have 13, or if you add them up on this sheet, it's 14. If you do that, then I still have a couple additional carbs. Do I always, if I'm under carbs generally and my macros are pretty good, my fat and my protein are pretty good, usually I wouldn't eat anything, but tonight I probably will. Later on, not now, but I probably will eat one of these easy no bake cookies that I made last night. So I'll probably have one of those a little bit later, probably at like around 7 o'clock or so. I'll have one of those. Let my food digest a little bit. So that was my day of eating. Now on Carb Manager, when you do track your food as well, so I'll show you a couple of them, and then I wish I could bring them up, but I'm not that savvy with the computer yet. I'm still learning. I'm using my phone to shoot this, not a camera, so I can't show you on my phone. But so I printed it off just so you could see what it looks like. So this is a breakdown of what the macros are. So all those things I just told you. So it tells you. So in Carb Manager, it tracks it tracks everything that you do. It even tracks your calories. I don't worry too much about the calories. They seem to take care of themselves. And I will tell you, generally, I can't eat all the food that I have in here to hit my carbs, never mind worry about whether I'm over or under my calories. So I really worry about my carbs. And this will tell you right here, again, what it is that you're interested in. So you see it, you see what it is. So it's a great way to track your food and understand what you are. And again, this is just kind of a quick picture. Again, I printed it out because I can't bring it up on the phone, of what it would look like. So it would have your food listed. It would tell you what your food is, and it would give you some information about the food. And it tracks it all the day long. So it's a good tool. I use the free version. I personally myself wouldn't use the paid version, but the free version works fine. Sometimes you can't find the food and you have to put the information in yourself, but that's okay. Not a big deal. But that's, so that's kind of how my day of eating went. If you like this video, again, this was a suggestion from somebody that was a subscriber. So if you're interested in doing this and like to see another day of eating, let me know. And maybe next week or the week after, we can plan on doing another day. Maybe something a little different. Won't be quite as hectic or anything. But again, I'd love to have you subscribe. I'd like to have some ideas of what you think you'd like to see. Working on talking about supplements that you might be you should be taking on keto to help you. So if you think that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. If not, tell me other suggestions that you'd like to know. You'd like to see what we cook for Super Bowl Sunday. Kind of in the comments below, just put a comment and let me know what you think that would be good for us to make. And again, subscribe, like. All right, I will talk to you next time. Have a great day. Have an awesome day, I should say.